Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we are watching a match playing with king's pawn opening that after third move showing you ninja variation. This is just for information, okay? Now look at the board. As usual, book move started e4, e5. This is king's pawn opening, then nf3, king's knight variation, and black plays d6. That is Philidor defense. White plays d4 and attacking a5. Now black plays nf6 to attack e4 pawn, which white defend by playing nc3, which in turns the game to Nimzoid's variation. Till now the game is balanced. Now black plays bg4 so that white knight cannot move or attack. Now what should white do? Yes, it's attacking e5 pawn, also gaining some initial advantage points like greater than 1. In return, black captures nf3 by bishop. White queen captures bishop, so black d6 pawn captures e5. Now white queen moves to f5 square to attack e5 pawn and also can check black king. Now let's see how black can defend its pawn and put some pressure on white. As usual, nd7, bc4, c6. Now white plays g4, and till now white's initial advantage is gone. The latter a5, a4, this type of plannings does not work after 2000 LOUC because white bishop has enough time to escape. Though you can see that white exchanges its queen and in return gaining some positional advantage here. But nd7 is a well calculated move by black. Here white can play b3 but actually played b3. Now this is a fatal mistake, giving black a clear advantage of greater than 2 that I previously mentioned. Greater than 1 now comes to greater than 2 for black. Now look at this board position here. As it seems, black's minor pieces are now controlling the game, and white bishop at a2 square is simply a liability right now. Neither it moves nor it can support anyone. Now h3 is another mistake by white. White can save its bishop by playing c3, but it will cost him dearly. A few moments later we will find this how. For the time being, now look at the board. Let's guess why g5 is the best move here, because it is opening a space for black knight to take the church. That is the line of thinking that I want to show you. After capturing white pawn at h3 square by black rook, it is a sure win for black, so do not wasting any time. I am going to the situation I mentioned a few seconds ago. Well, at this level, think for a few minutes to find out the best move for white, because black knight moves to d3 square to target f4 square. Also considered white's c3 pawn, which is helpless. Now c2 pawn promote to a queen very soon. Look at this here. I am giving you some more time to find out the best move so that you can improve your games always. That is my first target, to just teach you to improve your games and your line of thinkings. And if you have some suggestions, you have some findings that you want to discuss, please write down in comment section. I must answer. Now white wants that bishop capture the knight, and in return white pawn can return capture and advance the square to pawn promotion. Though white is losing, but remember, if white can neutralize single pawn of black and rook in exchange of all its power left, then only one knight and one bishop will remain for black to mate, which might not always work if there is a time count issues going on. Most of chess game, rapid, blitz, or this kind of games, there is always a time limit. And if this limit is going on, it's a countdown started, then it's not always possible to think straight and find the checkmate moves using a knight or a bishop. Okay. Though it's not impossible, it's possible, but it's quite hard when time is counting. Tick, like that. Anyway, after that, the ending game is going on, and any moment, black will finish the game. And here it comes: queen capture d1 and checkmate. Hope you like this video, and anything you want to know about this, you have any suggestions or any expectations from this channel, write it into comment section. Thank you.